In this video, let us see Newton's divided difference interpolation formula. So this Newton's divided difference interpolation formula is used for the problem having unequal intervals. So this is called as interpolation for unequal intervals. So one more method is there called as Lagrange's interpolation formula, that is also used for unequal intervals. So first let us see Newton's divided difference interpolation in this video. So before moving to the formula, here also again we need difference table called as divided difference table. It is not ordinary difference table, it is divided difference table. So what do you mean by divided difference table? Here usual difference divided by the difference between the x values. Okay, so it is called as divided difference table. So formula is first order divided difference. Actually here the divided difference is denoted as usual delta splitted by a vertical line. So we can use this notation, that is notation should be like this. Okay, so everywhere you can use this symbol as divided difference operator. Okay, so this is the symbol. Okay, now I have taken x0, x1, x2, x3. Similarly, y0, y1, y2, y3. 4 values I have taken. For this, how to find out the divided difference? Take the first divided difference, delta y. So what we have to do? We have to find usual difference y minus y1 minus y0 divided by the corresponding x argument x1 minus x0. So this is denoted by delta y0, that is divided difference operator y0. Okay. Similarly, second is y2 minus y1 divided by corresponding x argument is x2 minus x1. This is delta y1. Similarly, next is y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus, this is actually x2. Okay, x3 minus x2. So this is the second first order Newton divided difference denoted as delta y2. Now coming to second order divided difference, we have to take the difference between the first order, that is delta y1 minus delta y0 divided by x2 minus x0. See the argument here, x2 minus x0, that is here these two difference corresponds to this value of from x0, x1, x2. Okay, out of these three values only we have calculated like this. So otherwise how you can able to remember is, here we have taken consecutive two values x1 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x3 minus x2. Likewise here we have to skip one value, right? So x2 minus x0, starting from x0 you skip one value, next is x2. So take the difference between x2 minus x0. So put it over here, divide it. So that is denoted as delta square y0. Similarly, next is we are taking the difference between delta y2 minus y1. So this is between 1 and 3, right? So x1 skip one value x2 and then x3, that is x1 and x3, right? So the denominator should be x3 minus x1. See here, x3 minus x1. Okay, so that like this we have to find out the difference, that is delta y2 minus delta y1 corresponds to the argument x1, x2, x3. So that take the difference between x3 and x1, that is x3 minus x1. Here x2 minus x0. Here we are skipping one value, right? So this is second order difference. Coming to third order difference, take the difference between two second order, that is del square y1 minus del square y0 will be the numerator. Denominator will be skip two values here. So x0, you are starting with x0, skip two values. So next value will be x3. So we have to take difference between x3 and x0. So the difference is x3 minus x0. Okay. So that this is the formula for finding this third order difference, and it is denoted as delta cube y0. Okay, so since we have taken the data till x3, y3, we are ending with delta cube y. Okay, if you have more number of datas, likewise we have to extend it. Okay, so here we have to divide the corresponding difference of the argument. Okay, so while dividing it, for the first difference you take consecutive two values, and for second difference take skip by one. For third difference, skip by 2. Suppose if you want to calculate fourth difference, skip by 3. Like this it goes on. Okay. And this is the formula for Newton's divided difference interpolation. This y of x is equal to y naught plus x minus x naught delta y naught. So this we have to take it from the table, this value. Similarly, x minus x naught, x minus x1 and delta square y naught. So this value. Similarly, delta cube y naught. It goes on like this. So again here there is no forward and backward. Okay, so there is a common formula only. So that here we can find out, we can take all the very first value here. Okay. First you form the difference table like this, then you take all the very first value and then you can put it in the formula. Remaining all the values are as the same, we can take it from the question itself. Now we shall move on to the problem. Now let us see the first question. Use Newton divided difference interpolation. Find the value of f of 5 from the following data. We have to find out f of 5. So this is the formula given. And these are the data, right? So here why we are taking the formula till delta power 5? Actually this is the difference operator we have to use. And here why we are taking till delta power 5? Because here the data is x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, right? x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. So here while doing the difference table, we have to need till delta power 4. Here we have to consider the formula only till delta power 4 y naught. Okay, so y of x, we have to start with y naught, etc. It goes on up to delta power 4 y naught. Now we shall move on to the table. So this is the divided difference table. That is, we have to consider the x and y value here. So the first difference, as I told you, 26 minus 4, that is difference between these two, divided by 2 minus 0. So this will give you 11, right? Similarly, 58 minus 26 divided by 3 minus 2. That is, we have to take consecutive value for first order difference. Answer is 32. Similarly here, 112 minus 58 divided by 4 minus 3. This is, the answer is 54. Similarly here, 466 minus 112 divided by 7 minus 4. So this is 118. Okay. Now what these are all first order difference, 11, 32, 54, 18. Next again you have to take difference between the first order difference, that is 32 minus 11 divided by these two values divided by corresponding values of x are 3 minus 0. I ask you to skip one value here. So this will be 7, right? Again difference between 54 and 32 divided by corresponding x values are 4 minus 2, that is here we are skipping one value here, and then this is equal to 11. Similarly here 118 minus 54 divided by what is that, 7 minus 3. So this is equal to 16, right? So now again for third order difference, this is divided difference table. Okay. Here 11 minus 7 divided by corresponding x values will be, here we have to skip 2, no? So 0, skip 2 and 3, 4. So the difference will be 4 minus 0. So what it will be, 1. Again here 16 minus 11 divided by what? Here actually how to identify is, just you go along this triangular way. Okay, just you move like this, it goes to 2. Similarly if you go like in this direction, it goes to 7. So it will be 7 minus 2. At the same time you see whether you are skipping 2 values in between. So this is equal to 1 again, right? So again 1 minus 1 is 0, sorry, 1 minus 1 is 0 divided by what is the denominator? Again if you come cross diagonally like this, 7 minus, again if you go diagonally like this, 0. So anyway numerator is 0, so this is going to be 0. So What are these values represents? This value is delta difference y naught, this is square y naught, and this is cube y naught, and this is power 4 y naught. Okay, so these are the values you have to use it in the formula, and this is y naught and this is x naught. And what is x here? X is equal to the value for which we have to find out what is asked in the question. So here x is equal to 5. So we want to find out y of 5, which is equal to y naught is the first value of y, that is 4, plus x is 5 and x naught is 0, and then delta y naught is y 11, plus again 5 minus 0, 5 minus x1 is 2, right, into delta square y naught is 7, plus 5 minus 0, 5 minus 2, 5 minus 3, right, into what? Delta cube. Delta cube is 1. Okay. Plus again 5 minus 0, 5 minus 2, 5 minus 3, and then 5 minus 4 into delta per 4 is 0 here. Okay, so these are the delta values. So now if you simplify, you will be getting the answer as 194. So y of 5 is equal to 194. Now let us see one more question. Using Newton divided difference interpolation, find f of x as a polynomial in x and hence find the value of f of 4. So in the previous problem, we find out the value directly putting the value of x is equal to 4 in the formula. But here they are asked to find the polynomial f of x. So we want to first find f of x. Okay. And then after finding f of x, then you put x is equal to 4. Okay, don't put directly here x is equal to 4. First initially keep x as such, and then remaining values you can substitute from the table of difference table, so that you will be getting the polynomial f of x. Then finally you can substitute x is equal to 4, right? So this is a formula. Why I have written till delta cube means this is x naught, x1, x2, x3. So we have to write till delta cube y naught. So this is the formula. And then if you notice here, it is x minus x naught, x minus x naught, x minus x1. It goes on like this. For delta y naught, we are stopping up to x naught. For delta square, we are stopping up to x1. Similarly, for delta cube up to x2 likewise. Okay, so this is a formula for Newton's divided difference interpolation. Now we shall form Newton divided difference table. Now let us form a table like this. Take the values of x and y. Okay, then we have to find out the divided difference here. So we will be having the table till delta power 4 because we are having the data x0, x1, x2, x3, right? So actually here we will be having one little x3, okay, because x0, x1, x2, and then x3. So we will be having the table till x3, right? So first let us find out the difference here. 3 minus 2 divided by 1 minus 0. What is this? 1. Similarly here 12 minus 3 divided by 2 minus 1. This is what? 9, right? Similarly 147 minus 12 divided by 5 minus 2. So this is 45, right? Now again here difference between these two, that is 9 minus 1 divided by what? We have to skip one value, so it should be 2 minus 0. This is equal to what? It will be 4. 9 minus 1, 8 by 2 is 4. Similarly here 45 minus 9 divided by 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 6. So here the answer is 9, right? So now here again 9 minus 4 divided by 5 minus 0. So the answer is 1. So we will end with delta cube y. Okay, so here there is no necessity to calculate delta power 4. Okay, so like this we can remember, and then as usual this is x naught and this is y naught and this is delta y naught and this is what, delta square y naught, and this is delta cube y naught. So now we have to substitute these into the formula. So now this is the formula. So here first let us put y naught is 2 here. We can refer to the table value, plus I ask you to keep x as it is because we have to know the polynomial first. So keep x as it is, don't directly put 4 here. So x minus x naught is 0 into delta y naught. Delta y naught is 1 here, plus x minus x naught is 0, x minus x1 is 1 into delta square y naught is 4, plus x minus x naught, x minus x1 is 1, and x minus x2 is what, 2 into delta cube y naught is 1. So that's it. Okay, so now we have to simplify this. 2 plus x plus here x into x minus 1 into 4 plus x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. Now totally we have to multiply these factors, everything you have to multiply. After simplification we will get the answer as x cube plus x square minus x plus 2. So what is this? This is f of x, or here we are denoting the polynomial as y of x here. Either you can take f of x or y of x, right? So let it be y of x here. Now what is the question? After finding the polynomial, we have to find y of 4. So y of 4 means now in this polynomial you put 4 here. Okay. So we'll be getting the answer. Y 4 power cube 4 square minus 4 plus 2. So which is equal to 78. So this is the answer. So always if they ask you the question to find the polynomial, so first you have to find the polynomial like this, then you put x is equal to the value 4. If they didn't ask you the polynomial, directly we can put x is equal to 4 starting from here and you can calculate it.